Hello, and welcome back to another episode for Project Seed Money. My name is Sharissa Bradley, and I'm so excited to be joined today with Kristen Letendre. Thank you so much for being here and spending a little time with me today. I'm so excited.
Thank you, Sharissa. So my
I wonder, have you always wanted to be an author?
I have, yes. I always enjoyed writing. It was therapeutic for me. I love language and I love words. The bigger the words, the more attractive you are to me. But when I was in college, actually, I wrote a paper. I don't even remember what the paper was on for my English professor. And I'm a physician assistant, so I was in the PA program. And I went to hand him the paper after class, and he was like, "Can come here for a minute?" So I was like, "Sure." And he said, "What is your major?" So I said, "Well, I'm a physician assistant." And he just shook his head and he said, "You're in the wrong field." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
What an amazing compliment.
Yeah, it was. It was. I'll never forget him. So I don't know. I guess the seeds were always there.
Yeah. So then what was the catalyst from always wanting it and then actually putting works into the world?
I think, you know, we all go through trauma, tragedies in our lives. And when you have some kind of therapeutic pacifier, like I like to say, it's it comes to the surface, I guess. So I went through a very difficult divorce. I was raising two children as a single mom on my own. And I just wrote about it because that was the first book I wrote because you feel so alone. Even though I had family and friends with me, you feel so alone and you go through all the emotional stages of divorce no matter what the situation is. You go through all the stages. So I didn't want people to feel alone. I wanted them to kind of be able to read the book and relate and say, "Okay, you know what? I feel better. It's not just me. Someone else is going through this." So that was the catalyst, I guess, on
That's
the healing
yeah.
journey. Yes.
Yeah, that's amazing. It sounded like you used writing as a tool to help you process the things that you were going through and then hopefully it does help other people process those things as well. And like you said, not feeling as alone. I think when we share our stories, that's the number one thing it does is it makes us feel connected to each other because our stories are similar even if we aren't together or sharing that space together. I think that's really beautiful. I wonder while you were writing your book and you were going through the process of publishing it, did you face any self-doubt?
No, I really, since I was a little kid, I always kind of just do what I want to do. I was always the black sheep, and if I want to do something, it's gonna happen. So yeah, and you can't let insecurities or fear or naysayers get you down because you honestly can do anything in this world. You really can. You just need the confidence to do it.
Oh, I totally agree. So then what route did you take for publishing?
I actually self-published it on Amazon. I did work with an editor who was wonderful because the way I write, you feel, and people have told me feedback that you feel like you're sitting there having a cup of coffee with me. Like I'm very authentic. I'm very genuine and real, and I want you to feel like that because I want you to feel like I'm speaking to you. So he really just edited any minor grammatical errors, but he left the way I wrote and the flow the same. And then yeah, I just published it myself on Amazon. Two books actually.
So incredible. And then was it any different the second time you published? Like, did you feel like it was an easier time the second time you did it? Or did you feel like any differences, like emotionally, when you were going through the process the second time to write your book?
I mean, I guess the first one was more emotional because I was going through that, you know, heartache of divorce and kids. But the second one was actually the healing process of how I became. The first one describes the stages and then how I came out of it. But the second one is just in life, how you can reverse a negative ripple. And that doesn't only speak about divorce, it's just in life. We all have negative things that happen to us. You can't let it get you down. You have to reverse it and change a negative into a positive, flip that switch. And that's, every experience you can learn something from, no matter how devastating it is. If you really truly want to, you can learn and reap the benefits from it.
That's amazing. It does sound like your second book has become a little bit of a resource for some of the other things that you do in life. I know through like the Project Seed Money directory, we support your services as a life coach and somebody who's supporting people in their journeys. So has that second book kind of become like a little bit of a resource for those clients?
Yes, it's exactly how, my it's my story, but how you turned the negative into positive, which has to do with life coaching, has to do with health and wellness, mindset, how you can truly heal from just having a different outlook and getting to the root cause of any issues.
Yes. That actually brings up like the perfect way to ask about the other services that you offer because I know you have so much that you have learned and that you have developed over these years and then writing about it. And I know that you do support people. I wonder if you can share a little bit about how you support like in the life coaching industry and like those types of things.
Sure. Well, through my, like I said, I've been a PA since 2000, so 25 years now. I'm dating myself, but something was always missing for me. It's great to have that medical background, but in my opinion, you need the full package to truly heal someone. And unfortunately, physicians and practitioners, because of insurance reasons or just overload of patients, they don't have that time to give them. And they'll just tell them, oh, you need to diet or you need to exercise. You're anxious, here's a pill, or go see a therapist. Nobody has like the full package, which is what you need. And you need to feel comfortable with that one person. So I had the medical background. I'm also a personal trainer because you need to physically be fit. Then I became the functional nutrition counselor because I was sick myself with GI issues due to all the stress over the years. So I incorporated that. And then the missing piece was also the life coaching. So if you have all those components, that is true healing from the inside out. And that's what I wanted to create, to be able to give my patients and clients the full package of healing, not say, go here, go here, go here. No, we're going to do it all together right here.
I think that's so incredible and so necessary because as somebody who suffered myself with like autoimmune disease and things like that, and had doctors like send me here and there and here and there, it is so vital when you can have someone who's in your corner who's going to be supporting your whole body healing and mind healing and spirit healing. I think that that's absolutely incredible. Do you want to share just a small bit about like the onboarding process of what it would look like if someone was coming to you and how they would get started with that. So that way, when people who are listening to this interview are thinking like, wow, that's something I really could use, like we can just kind of demystify that onboarding process for them a little bit.
Sure. I do offer a free 15-minute consults because I don't know, like I said, I'm very genuine and real, and I don't believe in some of these doctors, and I've been victim to it myself, that kill you with price gouging for no reason. So I like to give you that consult so I get a feel for you, you get a feel for me to see if it's even a right fit. We can discuss what you're looking to fix or heal. And then I do offer a genetic testing, which basically gives you a blueprint of your body. Unfortunately, it's not covered by insurance. So I don't push that on my patients because, hey, money is money. If you can't afford it, that's fine. We can go other routes. I need to know your blood type because following a blood type diet based foods that are best for your blood type is very important. So we usually do a full functional nutrition counseling consultation. And then, like I said, it's your choice if you want the genetic testing or we just wanted to do the functional nutrition route and the blood type. And again, it's what you choose. I say your body is a house, right? So we have to clean house. After years of pacifiers and stress and toxicity, you need to clean house. But you have to start slowly from the ground up. So first we clean the basement, then we go to the first floor, second floor. So it's at your pace, whatever you want to do. That's when then the exercise, the personal training comes in, the life coaching. So baby steps to it. But that's basically, you have the free consult, you tell me what your issues are, what you want to address initially. I can tell you what I think you need. But again, it's based on what you can afford and what you want to do. And we start slowly.
Oh, I think that's so incredible. What an amazing asset. And the fact that you're so thorough with it, that's amazing. And I will make sure to have the links in the description of this interview. But also, you are featured on the Project Seed Money directory. So if anybody's going there and looking for this kind of support, it will be easy to find there as well. But I do want to ask, where can people find you and where can they find your books?
The books are on Amazon. You can either Google my name, or this is Eye of the Ripple was the second book. The first one was Divorce Inked Out. So they're on Amazon. They're also on my website, which is bicoastalvitality.com. And they're also on my social media. The Instagram is bi_coastalvitality.com. They're in the link tree.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And I just have one last question for you. I wonder if you have anything that you can share with our audience. They are female authors, they're on the fence, and they just need that little bit of encouragement to keep going. I wonder if you can encourage my authors to just kind of keep going on their writing journey.
I think if it's a passion of yours and it's something that you truly want to check off your bucket list, never have self-doubt, never, feel like you can't, because you can do everything. And just push forward with positivity, and you never look backwards, right? You never look at the negative. You don't look at the ditch you just crawled out of. You look at the mountain you want to climb. So just keep going forward. Anything is possible, and just do it in baby steps and enjoy it. Like, it should be a positive experience, because your experience will benefit so many more people. And you have to, basically, the bottom line is, which is my motto in the work that I do, is be vital. Be vital to yourself, be vital to others. And in the process of your writing, you are going to be vital to yourself, because you will gain such an accomplishment by completing your task and writing that book. And you will be vital to others who are going to read your words, and you're going to inspire them.
So beautiful. Thank you so much, Kristen. Thank you for sharing some time with me today and for sharing your wisdom with us. I'm so grateful to have spent a little time together and also to have you in our directory. It's such an asset. Thank you.
Thank you. It's been an honor for me as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining me on another episode for Project Seed Money. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. And I will see you with another interview next week. Bye.